U.S. President Joe Biden said that Russia's President Vladimir Putin, quote, cannot remain in power, close quote. He said this in Poland on Saturday, remarks a White House official later said were meant to prepare the world's democracies for extended conflict over Ukraine, not back regime change in Russia. Biden's comments on Saturday, including a statement earlier in the day calling Putin a quote-unquote butcher, were a sharp escalation to the U.S. approach to Moscow over its invasion of Ukraine. In a major address delivered at Warsaw's Royal Castle, Biden evoked Poland's 4 decades behind the Iron Curtain in an effort to build a case that the world's democracies must urgently confront an autocratic Russia as a threat to global security and freedom. But a remark at the end of the speech raised the specter of an escalation by Washington, which has avoided direct military involvement in Ukraine and has specifically said that it does not back a regime change. Biden told a crowd at Warsaw after his condemning of Putin's month-long war in Ukraine, quote, "For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power," close quote. A White House official said Biden's remarks did not represent a shift in Washington's policy. They said, quote, "The president's point was that Putin cannot be allowed to exercise power over his neighbors or the region. He was not discussing Putin's power in Russia or a regime change," closed quote. Asked about Biden's comment, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov told Reuters, quote, "That's not for Biden to decide. The president of Russia is elected by Russians." Calling the fight against Putin a new battle for freedom, Biden said Putin's desire for absolute power was a strategic failure for Russia and a direct challenge to a European peace that has largely prevailed since World War II. Quote, "The West is now stronger, more united than it's ever been," Biden said. He continues, "This battle will not be won in days or months either. We need to still ourselves for the long fight ahead," closed quote. For Headlines with a Voice, this is Felicia Lockhart.